Now that we're done with all that, it's time for us to actually return to, where's a good place? We'll go to the cliff underside, because now it's time for us to loot the rest of the Undead settlement. You thought we were done when we killed the boss? You are wrong. There is a good majority of items and equipment we could still find in the Undead settlement, but it's kind of hidden away. So once this loading screen lets me actually play the goddamn game, I know you're loading up all the items in the game. Yes, yes. So it is a little bit of a secret, but we can actually still loot a lot more items in the Undead settlement. From the cliff underside, you're going to want to make your way to that church where you met the giant who shoots the arrows at you, and where you also met oh Jesus, oh excuse me, where you also met that Onion Knight. Because there is a secret inside that church that only a selected few know about. Well, let's be honest here. I'm pretty sure a lot of you watching this know about what I'm about to do. But for you rare people who watch this who don't know what Dark Souls 3 is, be prepared to be amazed, because once you head up here, you will see a little ledge here, and if you jump off the elevator, you are in a brand new area of the Undead settlement. And in this new area of the Undead settlement, we will find the Onion Knight and quite the beautiful monster down there, isn't it?
Ah, oh, don't disappear like that. You had me downright worried. But thanks to you, an epiphany has struck me square in the head. I've unraveled the riddle of this inscrutable lift. On some days I begin to doubt myself. I went up the tower, so I thought, then somehow ended up here. I'm not exactly sure what happened. Anyhow, do you see that? That humongous beast? I'm no coward and I've a steady hand, but that thing makes my skin crawl. Now, think twice before you go down that road.
So you have two options here. You could jump down and face that beast and be trapped down there because there's no way back up. Once you go down there, you're done. As in, you have to face that beast, and or you can run past him and move on. Or we could turn back and realize we're screwed either way, because the only way out of here is death or through a homeward bone. So once you make it up here, actually I think you might be able to, no, I think it's death. I'm not going to risk it. So once you're pretty much up here, you're pretty much screwed into doing the segment, unless you homeward bone out and are a punk. No, you're not a punk if you choose the easy way out, but I recommend you actually try and take that thing on, because there's a lot of fun stuff in that house over there. And I mean that treasure-wise. And this is also the beginning of that Onion Knight's quest line. And I'm just going to heal up here real quick. So there are two ways to deal with this boss. The first way is that you could go and fight it normally like you've been fighting everything else. Just keep hitting it with your weapon until it dies. Or we could cheese it. When you aggro the boss, the Onion Knight will be like, "Oh no, what have you done?" When you aggro the boss, the Onion Knight will come down and he will start helping you fight this boss. So it's not too bad. Now, if you want an easy way to fight this boss, equip your longbow and run into the back of this building and just start shooting this guy with arrows. He will never be able to reach you with any of his attacks, and and you could kill him quite easily. But we're not going to do that because we're actually going to fight this thing. Because he's actually not that hard. So, our goal here is to kill this monster before he kills Sigward or he kills you. Yes, Sigward is the name of the Onion Knight, and he can die in this part. But it takes him a very long time to die. In fact, he could 1v1 this boss and still make it out alive. But I wouldn't really risk it. Upon defeating the boss, you will get a fire gem, and you will be able to talk to this Onion Knight here, or Sigward, which is his real name.
That was quite a performance. But you mustn't get in over your head. We Unkindled must put our duties first. But, for the moment, we've a toast to make. To your valor, my sword, and our victory together. Well, I'm going to have myself a little nap. The only thing to do, really, after a nice toast.
So, we already have collected a fire gem, a Siegbrow, and 2 emotes for just destroying that one boss, and he's not that hard. All you have to do is just dodge his attacks and hit him in the leg and he's dead. We already got all that stuff from doing this, but there is so much more we could get here. It's insane how much stuff they allow you to get if you just deal with that big monster. You don't even have to deal with that big monster if you just want all the stuff here and not care for the Onion Knight. Or you can even risk it and let the Onion Knight take care of it himself. He might die if you do that, but you know, he can do it. I let him do it before. He can do it. Seen it with my own eyes. But oh, there's just so much stuff in this path. It's just insane how big Undead Settlement is. If you cut down these bodies, you'll get a Peltung, and you will get the Northern Armor, I believe. Yep, the Northern Armor set. This Northern Armor is what the Warrior begins with if you pick the Warrior class at the beginning of the game. So now we could be a Warrior who... Oh, wow, I don't even fat roll. Oh, wow, that's pretty cool. I think I'm going to wear this for a little bit. Yeah. And once you're done out there collecting all that wonderful loot, it's time for us to come inside the building and actually continue the looting spree. Now, you are not alone in here. There are monsters up here, and you will have to deal with them in some kind of way if you want to collect all the loot in this building. But these monsters are not that bad. They're pretty much all the monsters you've already fought up to this point. And you should be already skilled with dealing with them, unless you just ran past everything. Like I have done multiple times in the past on my very first playthroughs. Ooh, puppies! Hello puppies! Goodbye puppies! All the puppies are gone. So upon entering this room, you're probably going to be like, oh my god, it's a chest. No, it's probably a mimic. You hit the chest and you're probably like, oh, it's not a mimic. Let me open it. Wrong. If you open that chest, you will be attacked by these 4 guys coming out from the roof. Like so. But luckily for us, they will appear, well not appear, but they will not fall on top of you. So you have time to react. And because I have a thrust weapon, these guys are really easy to take out. Those stone cage guys, or those cage monsters, I apologize, they are weak to thrust. So if you have a longsword or something that have a thrust attack, then taking out these ads will not be too difficult. But this will be difficult. Especially if you aggro both of them at the same time. I recommend you just get out a bow and shoot one at a time. And while she's walking towards you, just keep getting those headshots, man. It's like playing a first-person shooter, and she will eventually topple over and die. And look at that, we already took care of one. We could do the exact same thing to the second one. I'm even going to use my my weapon art to get that free extra damage. Because I love mid-maxing my damage. Oh, especially when they're casting like this. They just stand there and accept the arrow into the face. Yes, cast that spell. Cast it so I could just shoot you in the head and stagger you until no end. I don't know if I'll be able to get a headshot here. I guess not. Alright, well, we're going to dodge this, and we're just going to run up to her and give her the last hit. Boom. So once you kill these two ladies with the mace, I still don't remember their names, that's it. You are home free. There is no more enemies that will block you from collecting the remainder of the items on this house. We will get, blah. So on top of this house, you will get the Flynn ring, and you're probably like, awesome, a Flynn's ring. But we're not done there yet. We could even head down here onto this wooden platform and then onto this tower. And then if we run around the tower, I believe there's another item up here. Yes, there is. There's more Homeward Bones. And then if we just jump off over here and land on this little scaffolding and then fall again to survive, there's an item underneath this box. We get a Clanfrey ring, and we get the Mira outfit. Now the Mira outfit does not have a headpiece. Well, technically does not, but this is an outfit worn by a certain NPC in Dark Souls 2. And we can get the mask that this NPC wore in Dark Souls 2 in this game. We just haven't got the ability to do so yet. So technically there isn't a headpiece, but there is if you play Dark Souls 2 before. But what we really came up here for was for this ring. The Chloranthy ring will increase your stamina recovery speed by 7%. 7%. Now that isn't actually a lot of stamina you're being saved, but it does kinda influence the speed of your stamina. It might not be noticeable, but you are regaining stamina a lot faster than usual. And that right there is very, very, very helpful, especially this early in the game since we don't have that many useful rings, aka the sacrifice ring or the Flynn's ring. The Flynn's ring is actually a pile of garbage. I would not recommend it unless you find a really good use for it. And that is it. That is the entirety of that secret area fully explored. We could head down here and deal with this dog who is guarding another item, which I believe is an ember. Yup, it was an ember. And boom, here we are, back here with all these new items and a monster who thinks he could fight us. Get out of here, monster, you are high. Now, we are still not done with the Undead Settlement. There is still one hidden section we could complete for items and a bunch of other stuff, and we're going to do that right now. I didn't know I aggroed you, but that's alright. I'll kill you real quick. You're an easy monster. Unless I can't hit you. And boom, he is done. So, heading to the sewers. We're probably going to have to deal with these rats again, which is fine. This sword makes quick work, especially raw +2. Just quick work of everything. There is another key you could buy from the Shrine Handmaiden if you given her the ashes you found in the Undead Settlement, which will allow you to buy a grave key for 1,500 souls. And if you bought the grave key like I did, we could enter this hidden, not really hidden, but we could enter this optional area. And in this optional area, if you turn right and head all the way down here, we could get a loincloth. Now right here, this statue will allow you to request absolution and request dissolution. But I do not know how this works. I don't know what sinning means. I don't know what the other one does. I usually tend to forget about the statue as I progress through the game anyway, because, I mean, who really cares about that statue? And if we head the other way, we could get a red hilted halberd, which is pretty nice. But I hope you're ready to get your spook on, because we got some spooky skeletons, which are nothing at all. Well, at least they're spooky. You can even hit them while they're rising up and just completely annihilate them. These guys with the little baby shields might be a problem, especially if they defend too much, but these guys are not too bad. Just note that you will be attacked when you charge in here. And why is there a dog in here? Why is there a dog in here? Ooh, a Phalasian. A Phalasian, is that what I called that? What is this real name? Oh, it is a Phalasian. Oh, I did guess that right. It sounded so weird in my head. I don't know why I said that, but I guess that's what it's really called. And boom, here we are, underneath the bridge. And there's another dog down here, and that dog's gonna get in my way. No, dog, I need to kill this lizard real quick. Oh, thank God. Alright, dog, let's play. I don't understand why these dogs fall down here. They're not supposed to be down here. They fall from that bridge. Oh well. There's two items down here. Pick up this one with ease. It's a Titanite shard. But the other one is going to be a trap. So pick it up and roll out of the way, because this dude will come down from the heavens and challenge you to a fight. Too bad he has no fighting skill and he is down. I already have 12,000 souls. That ring is really good. I made a mage a few weeks ago that my friend gave me a +2 of the Calanthry, not the Calanthry ring, a +2 of the Silver Serpent ring, which is a upgraded version of the ring that you can only get in New Game +2. And let me tell you, running through this game on New Game with a +2 Silver Serpent ring, it's very, very overpowered. I finished the game at 112. That's just how many souls I got from it. It's so insane how good these rings are. So insane. This is, yeah, I really highly recommend you, especially if you don't have like a character super late in the game that you could just move rings to a new character. Get that ring as soon as possible. Just, you're going to get so many extra souls that you could just willy-nilly with. So the main reason we came in here is now we could enter this prison cell, and there's an NPC in here that we could talk to. So let's talk to her.
Who is there? Is someone there? Anyone? Oh, please, whoever you are, touch me. The dark surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh. Little creatures, they never stop biting. So please, hold out your hand and touch me. Ah, yes, there you are. So close, indeed. Then I am not entirely alone just yet. Praise the merciful gods above. Oh, forgive me. I am Irina of Karim. I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper. Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then. I am weak and unfit to tend the flames. But if it would not trouble you, might I enter into your service instead? Oh, thank you, sweet champion. I shall take my vows. I, Irina of Karim, solemnly swear to serve you.
Aw, isn't that so nice? She is the main reason why we should ever take that path. Because she is a important person that you should let into your services back at Firelink Shrine. But not only that, but now we get to interact with this dude once again.
Another one of those unkindled, are you? All you faceless undead, behaving as if you deserve respect. Now you've gone and rescued the wench. How very quaint. Pitying creatures that are beyond help. Very well. I'm sick of looking after her at any rate. I'm Egon, a knight of Karim. I am allied to you for as long as you assure the girl's safety. And only for that long.
Yup, we now have him on our side. Now, what does that mean? Well, that means for certain boss fights in the game, we will be able to summon this guy as an NPC to help us win those fights. But he is part of a quest. Well, he is a part of her quest line. But just remember him, because there's something cool we could do with him later, which might result in his weapon. Oh, sorry about that. But that is it. That is all of the stuff we could do in the Undead Settlement. Now, I don't know if I collected this last session, but there is an item up there. There's an item on the dead body right there. I'm not going to go collect it just yet. I will collect it later. You know what? No, I'll collect it later, because this is a little bit time consuming to get. But up there, that is a flame plate ring, which is a pretty good ring to have. Not this early in the game, but later in the game. And what the flame plate ring does is it will give you fire resistance. And that fire resistance is really useful in certain parts of the game. So you might want to collect that ring at some point. But what am I going to do now is I'm going to ignore this Outrider here, because these guys are ridiculously strong. And I mean, these guys are ridiculous. They will kill you in seconds. This is not the only time we'll be fighting one of these in the game. But this is the only time we will be able to cheese this guy this greatly. I believe we'll be fighting him 2 more times in the game, and I am not looking forward to fighting this guy, because this guy is very powerful. So I'm just going to shoot him in the butt. Shoot him in the butt until he dies. Waiting for my 11 endurance stamina to come back to me. And there we go, he's dead. I get his sword. This is the weapons I'm talking about when we got the Twinkling Titanite earlier. This weapon does not use regular Titanite to upgrade, it requires Twinkling Titanite to upgrade, so just remember that. And it requires a lot of Twinkling Titanite at that. But here we are in the next level of the game. But we're not going to go through that level yet. Instead, we're going to return to Firelink Shrine, meet the new NPC we saved, and I guess we'll call it a day there. So I'll see you in Firelink Shrine. Alright, so upon returning to Firelink Shrine, we have 1,400 souls, which is nice, but I'm not going to level up just yet. If we head this way and jump off, make sure you do not do a plunging attack or you might kill her. You will find that this lady is now here. So let's talk to her and see what she has to say to me.
Oh, Champion of Ash. Welcome back. I was not meant to be a firekeeper, but I am honored to serve you beside the bonfire. The gods are ever merciful. My gratitude lies with them and with you. I am yours now. Your wish is my command.
This is Irina of Karim, and she is our miracle vendor of the game. First thing you want to do is look in her store and buy this ring. This ring will allow you to get additional spells you could carry, but that's not why I want you to buy it. If you're a completionist, if you are a completionist like me somewhat, and want to get a platinum trophy on this game, make sure you buy this ring from her right now. There's a trophy in this game where you have to get all 107 rings of the game. And when I was attempting to do that, I missed this ring. She will not be here forever, especially if you do her quest line. Just know that she will disappear, and when she does, if you do not have that ring, you cannot get this ring until New Game Plus and above. And that sucks. Now what we could also do is we could buy some of her miracles, and she is a healer. She will be able to give you heal, replenishment, caressing tears, and homeward. None of these are really that great. I think I'm going to skip on these miracles for now, because, spoiler alert, we'll be able to increase her inventory here right, like, really next part maybe. It's not that far away to increase her inventory, and when you increase her inventory, she has a lot of better stuff. I might recommend Caressing Tears, because we will eventually run into a level that will have us deal with elements. Actually, I'm just gonna... No, I'll wait till later. Homeward is pretty cool. If you have 30 FP, you could use the... you could use this miracle instead of a Homeward Bone, but you do need like 18 faith, so that is a problem. I don't have too much faith on this character.
Have a pleasant journey, Champion of Ash. I pray for your safety.
Oh, why thank you. I pray for your safety as well. So, yeah, that is all we could do in Undead Settlement. Now, because I don't want to start the next level right now, we're just going to level up. And we're just going to level up for now. Will I get 3 level ups? No. I need 2 points in that and 1 point in this. I need more vigor and endurance, because now the game's going to start getting a little bit more challenging.
Farewell, Amy.
But I think that's going to be it for this session. Thank you guys for watching. If you did, leave a like if you enjoyed these videos, and subscribe to me if you want to see more Dark Souls or whatever game I decide to play or stream. And that's pretty much it. I will see you guys in the next part of Dark Souls, where we will begin the next level of the game at long last. No more dealing with Undead Settlement. We get to explore a brand new level. See you guys then.